Good morning. My name is Michelle Reynoso Aguilar, and this is my Better World project demonstration for the NSLS Executive Leadership Certification. I enjoyed doing this project, and I'm eager to tell you what I learned. Um, I named my project Personal and Professional Development, and I started off by identifying some SMART goals in a few key areas, including physical development, intellectual pursuits, emotional care, ethics, and service to others. And I made a plan to execute those goals over a period of 18 weeks and measure and monitor the results um, throughout the process and, kind of look over the results at the end as well. Um, for my physical development goals, I decided to walk 3 times a week on average and monitor my diet, adjusting my carb intake and making sure to include protein with each meal. For my intellectual pursuits, I decided to take a course on leadership around the world just to help me understand global perspectives a little better beyond, just my local upbringing. And another goal I set was to, take care of my emotional self. And so, in order to do that, I decided to meet regularly with a psychologist once a month. And in order to meet my ethics goals, I decided to review the ethical side of leadership in my leadership capstone course for my major. And then also in my commitment and service to others, I decided to make sure that I'm monitoring my role as a mother and wife in our family here. Some of the major milestones I hit while working towards my goals include I lost a few pounds. I gained some mobility. It's easier to get around. Right in the middle, I had hernia surgery, so I'm still recovering from that, but the time leading up to the surgery and right after, of course, was pretty rough. But overall, I'm stronger now, and I look forward to seeing how much more I can do since I'm on the mend. I also completed the course of LDR 160, which is Leadership Around the World. I earned a nice grade in that course. I learned a lot. It was really interesting. I think it's going to make me a better leader when I can understand other people's perspectives more from, just cultural competence. I did meet with psychologist Dr. Sween several times over these 18 weeks, and it really came in handy to have that connection and have her guidance. She's a doctor of psychology, and we did talk therapy at least once a month. Unfortunately, during the project, my grandmother, my primary caregiver when I was a child, she passed away, so that's been difficult. It was really great to be connected with Dr. Sween while I'm grieving. And of course, I completed my ethics goal by reviewing ethical leadership in the capstone course. I've submitted all the coursework, but my grade is still pending, so we'll see. I think I'll do at least get a B in that class, if not an A. And I met my goals in service to others by just making it a priority to take a little time with my family to do little day trips, like even something as simple as just like walking around the mall and doing the video games and different things that we don't normally do is a good time that we got to bond together and understand what's going on in each of our worlds. So here's some pictures. This is myself. I'm walking with my 3 kids. There's a little baby in there under the blankets. You just can't see her because she's so little. So those are my 3 daughters. And we're out on a walk with my husband, but he's the one who took the pictures. And you can see my class schedule, which I took a full-time course load this summer, which is a lot of work. And then there's a little picture of me in a session with Dr. Sween. Of course, she gave me permission to take the picture, and I told her what I was going to be using it for. So there we go. I was just working every week towards my SMART goals. the leadership skills I applied to this project. I think the biggest point I could walk away from is just the power of a vision, clearly identifying a vision and charting the path with SMART goals and committing to the action steps. That's the big thing. You got to start somewhere. And for me, it's the vision, and that's how we move forward. Um, some of the things I learned throughout the project include my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. My strengths include planning, follow through, persistence, enthusiasm, and commitment. My weaknesses I identified as stress. I get overwhelmed with all these responsibilities that I have. And an opportunity I found was that I should prioritize rest. And the threats I've identified are that it's easy to get overwhelmed with too many responsibilities, especially as a parent and a student, and also, financial vulnerability during school. I would advise anyone that's looking at this course to do the Executive Leadership Project, just to go for it, reach and ask for what you want, and you'll be surprised at what you can accomplish.